Now I want to talk about what it costs. Not the ritual, not the illness, not the years of training. What it costs to live this life. The Mudang does not clock out. There is no version of this, where she goes home at the end of the day, closes the door, and becomes a regular person again. The door she opened during the ritual that made her what she is stays open, always. The spirits don't keep office hours. They come when they come, in dreams, in waking moments, in the middle of a meal, a conversation, a moment she was trying to keep for herself. There is no off switch. There is no version of rest that looks like everyone else's rest. And there are the rules. Most people don't know about the rules. A Mudang who serves certain spirits cannot eat certain foods, cannot attend certain places, cannot be present at births or deaths without ritual preparation first, because the boundaries between worlds are thinnest at those moments, and she is already too permeable to be careless. She cannot always go to a friend's wedding, cannot always be at a hospital bedside, cannot always do the ordinary things that ordinary people do without thinking twice. The spirits she serves have preferences, and she has agreed, whether she meant to or not, to honor them for the rest of her life. And then there is the loneliness. Most Mudang will tell you the hardest part is not the spirits, it's the people, the ones who leave. A husband who stayed for a while and then decided he hadn't signed up for this. Friends who drifted away because the conversations got too strange, because she started knowing things she shouldn't know because being around her made them feel uncomfortable. Family members who are ashamed, who ask her not to tell people what she does, who introduce her at gatherings with a vague job title and a subject change. A Mudang I once watched. She had a daughter, grown, living far away. They spoke on the phone sometimes. But the daughter never visited, never brought her children to see their grandmother, because she didn't want them to grow up thinking this was normal. The Mudang understood. That was the worst part. She understood completely. And then there is the weight of what she carries. Every grief that was put down in her presence, she felt it. Every anger, every shame, every loss, that came through her door, passed through her body on its way out. She is not a wall. She is not a filter. She is a person who absorbs. There are Mudang who burn out, who who lose themselves inside, what they've been carrying for others, who one day realize they no longer know where the grief ends and they begin. And there is something else. Some of them regret it. Not out loud, not where anyone can hear, but in the moments when no one is watching. They wonder what their life would have been if they had never said yes. And still, they continue, because the people keep coming, because the dead keep arriving, because the door, once opened, does not close just because you are tired. For 500 years, the Joseon dynasty tried to erase them. Confucian scholars called them superstition. The government banned their rituals, drove them to the edges of cities, stripped them of any social standing they had ever held. A Mudang was among the lowest a person could be in the social order of Joseon. Lower than merchants, lower than butchers, close to the bottom of everything. And still they practiced. In the mountains, in the back rooms of houses, in secret, in whispers, in the spaces the government couldn't quite reach. Because the people still came. Because grief doesn't stop just because the government says it should. Because the dead don't disappear just because Confucius said they weren't supposed to be there. They were hunted for this, and they survived. She survived 500 years of being erased. So why are we still going to her? Next, it's not about belief.
I am Aria, hear my call. Hear my call. Whispers rising, shadows fall. Old soul stories carved in scars under silence.